Well, I'm recording now, and I just wanted to say thank you so much. Welcome to My Muay Thai. I really appreciate you taking the time out to speak with us. I know a lot of guys really appreciate your work.
Okay.
Um, uh, After, obviously, during this interview, I'll do a post and I'll put up some of your highlight videos. Some of my favorite is some of my favorite highlight videos. Definitely the turbine from hell. I think was your nickname.
Yeah, yeah. Kang
So
Hanal was the nickname they gave me.
yeah, so you started off actually in judo, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the first sport I did. It was
And
judo. Yeah.
what attracted? How did from judo? How did you get into kickboxing, Muay Thai?
After judo, I did boxing for a couple of years. No, just a
A
year and a
year,
half. Yeah.
and then was it Core Henners who introduced you into kickboxing, Muay Thai, or?
No, no, he opened a gym, and I did boxing, and he opened a gym, and I went there, and yeah, I like that more, kickboxing. So then that's how I started.
How old were you at the time?
For I think about 12, 13. Yeah, that's a long time ago. Yeah.
um, 12 or 13. So how long? So what? How old were you when you first went to Thailand? Do you remember that trip well?
Yeah, I was 19.
19.
Yeah.
So you had been training with Cores now hardcore for 6 years.
With who?
Core Henners, right? Your trainer.
I trained with him for 25 years.
Oh yeah. But in from 13 to 19, you were with him
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah, I did. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How many fights do you think you had before you went to Thailand?
I think about 50, I think. Yeah,
You were quite busy.
yeah.
Do
This
you
more than 200, 210.
do you remember your first fight in Thailand well?
Yeah, my first fight was against Nampon.
Uh,
It was a rematch because I win the world title from him in Amsterdam.
yeah.
It was live broadcasted to Bangkok, and then 3 or 4 months later I went to Bangkok.
Do you know? I'm gonna tell you. My uncles are Thai boxing fans, and they're
Hmm.
and they're quite old. They're in their 70s now. And if I talk to them about modern Thai boxers, Yodson Klai, Bua Kao, they kind of know them a little bit,
Hmm.
but they know you.
Yeah, yeah. Still.
They know you. They know like Sakmongkon, Jongsanan, Orono, and they know you.
Yeah, because we were in the weight 60, 65 kilos. It was a king class of the strongest fighters over there,
Yeah.
between 60 and 65.
I,
Jotchen Klei was, I think, about 50 or 55.
sure.
Yeah.
When is this correct? Are you the only foreign fighter, non-Thai, who's ever got the Thai Fighter of the Year award from this?
Yeah, yeah,
You're the only person to this
yeah.
day.
I think so, yeah.
So I mean, my uncles. I remember seeing there was a. They said there was a lot of coverage of you of the time. I mean, you
Mhm.
were like massive, definitely in Thailand. Everyone knew you.
Yeah. I didn't know what happened also, the first time I came there. There are a lot of cameras and so many people were there. Yeah,
Was
it
it a was it a
sorry.
big shock to you?
Not a shock, but yeah, I was not used to it because yeah, kickboxing was very small over here.
Let me ask you something really quick. So why is it that Holland? I mean, like the French have savate, the Japanese have karate. Am I? There is no kicking based martial art from Holland, but why is it that the Dutch are so adept at kickboxing? What was it?
I don't know, but we have a lot of good fighters, of course, and I think we all in the beginning they all fought against each other, so I think that's why the level went a little very fast higher.
Sure.
Yeah,
And obviously Holland is still putting on lots of very good shows, lots of amazing fighters.
yeah, we have very good trainers also right now, huh?
Yeah.
Because all the old fighters are trainers right now, so you have a lot of experience.
So, who of your fights in Thailand, or just in your fights in general, in the early days, who do you think was, who was the most difficult opponent? What was your most satisfying victory? I guess.
winning on knockout. That was the only way to win, also, you know.
Oh, of course. There no, everyone knows he's not going to let you walk away with it easily.
No,
You have
no,
to win.
yeah. And even
Um,
if it went down, the referee will put him up and then continue.
it was could say a matter of national pride, right?
Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah.
When who was your most difficult opponent? Do you think?
The most strongest was Koban because he had a very hard punches.
Hmm.
But like Seng Noi and Nampon, those were my best fights, I think.
Hmm. I think actually Santinoy is. I think he's in the doing seminars right now in Los Angeles.
Yeah, yeah,
I've seen him at the stadiums. I think he has a school. I think he teaches more. It's more of a martial arts school than a traditional Thai camp now these
yeah,
days.
yeah, yeah.
But did you ever fight like Sakmonkon, or was he much younger than you and Jongsanon? And
No, I fight Sakmakong when he was 18.
did you see he just recently had a fight?
Yeah, I heard about it, and he something broke his arm or something.
Oh no, that so he had one fight earlier with a guy named James Martinez, which was a massive mismatch. And then he just fought recently on a big card in Nevada against Cosmo Alexander, who's young and very strong. Apparently, Sakmonkon won the decision, but it was a controversial decision. But seeing that, do you have the itch? I mean, you
Yeah,
always have the itch, don't you?
yeah, of course. When I
And
see a real good Muay Thai fight, yeah, of course.
do you? I know you dabbled in some MMA for a while, and you're still represented by Golden Glory, right?
Hmm.
Do you have any plans to? I mean, do you want to fight? Do you still want to
No,
fight?
my fighting days are over. I'm 42 right now, so yeah.
But if the money was good enough, you would do it. Come on,
Oh, that's why I did the MMA fight. I didn't train for that fight.
mm,
I just watched some fights on YouTube and I thought, yeah, I can do this. So then I fought Genki Sudo and it was a double contract. So after that fight, I fought Dwayne Ludwig. So and they paid good. So that's why I did it.
so the MMA is a decent transition. I wanted to get your thoughts on some things. So like, obviously in the States, um, MMA is massive. The
Hmm.
UFC. England, not so much. England, they still have a lot of sort of local Muay Thai shows, but there's a grassroots. There's a lot of shows. Same with I think in Holland, in other parts of Europe. It doesn't seem that MMA has the same grasp as it does in the States. Where do you see Thai boxing now or in the future? Do you feel we can ride the success of MMA, or what are your thoughts on that?
I think we have to mix it. I think we still have to train the real Muay Thai trainings, but if you want to if you want to be a good stand-up fighter, you have to learn the real Muay Thai techniques, I think.
Yeah, I think I see that. I think as people become more familiar with MMA, the audience, they definitely become more interested in good stand-up.
Yeah,
And so I think, maybe Thai boxing can sort of. I know every sort of MMA gym that's opening up, they need to have a strong Thai boxing component.
yeah, our trainer.
Yeah. So I know Gilbert Melendez, who's an MMA fighter, has just opened a new gym in San Francisco, and Jongsanan is going to be with him.
I was
Um,
there. I was there a couple of months ago,
oh, that's right.
San Francisco. I was in the gym.
Sure.
Yeah,
You so in your gym, do you do any MMA at all? Or is it strictly kickboxing, stand up only?
yeah, only stand-up kickboxing.
Now,
But we
that's
train
a
also MMA, but not my thing.
so that was a decision on your part not to include it. But do you have other people who want it, or you just said no, we're just going to do kickboxing?
Yeah, if they want to do MMA, then go to another gym.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Take it up with you, actually.
yeah.
So, how many fighters do you have now? You have a stable of fighters coming up, don't you?
Yeah, Golden Glory trains a lot of fighters, and I'm one of the trainers. and yeah, they are very good, especially in the heavyweight division.
Well, you have Semi still, don't you?
Sammy, yeah, Bukan Saki, he's very good right now. Errol Zimmerman, Stefan Leko, Khalid Arab.
Has Stefan been fighting? I haven't really seen
No,
much.
I think he's retired now.
Yeah, but and then do you guys have any upcoming shows or anything?
Well, every weekend there's a show over here.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but the
Cool.
big shows are not so many. Once a year we have the showtime in Amsterdam, but they cancel it this year. I don't know why.
I saw that I remember the Slam guys. I didn't see you at any of those shows, but the Slam guys, when they were doing it in Almere for a couple of years, but it doesn't seem that they're doing anything there anymore. Maybe, I don't know.
No, I heard that they have some problems. Those were two friends,
Sure.
and then they split. I don't know.
That's too bad. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time. I'm conscious of the time here. I really appreciate you taking the time out to speak with my Muay Thai. If it's okay with you, I'd like to get some more questions from some of our readers, and maybe we could meet up and you could answer some of their questions.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
That would be great.
Bye, Skype.
Skype would be great. This is perfect because uh, they don't want to hear me speaking. They want to see you speaking.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, okay.
well, it's great. I'm glad to see you're doing well. Do you have seminars coming up? I know you're in the Bay Area a lot, aren't you, for seminars?
Where in the?
In the San Francisco area, you go there for seminars quite often, don't you?
No, not often. I was, yeah, not so many in in the United States, because yeah, it's more MMA over there.
Yeah. Are you doing any seminars in the UK or anywhere else?
No, not at the moment.
Well, maybe we need to change that, huh?
Hmm. Yeah,
I saw you were also doing the motion capture stuff for the video games.
yeah, that was in San Francisco.
That looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Do you know when
Uh,
that any can are you allowed to speak about that at all, or is that?
yeah, I just mailed him yesterday, and he said that he still has to invite other fighters to
Mm,
get the whole thing ready, because he
it's
just had Sak McCall and Johnson on, and he needs some more, yeah, more fighters to put
it
him
it
over.
looks like you had a lot of fun doing that.
No, it wasn't, because it took me 2 days, and it was really hard work. It took me 6 hours a day, and that so 12 hours totally with
Six
a
hours a day of just hitting pads.
yeah 6 hours. It was really tough because I had to wear that suit, really warm,
Yeah.
so it was not so funny.
Oh, good God. Okay. Well, once again, thank you so much for
Okay,
taking the time to speak with me. I
yo.
I, I really appreciate it, and I hope to catch up with you soon.
Okay, man.
Thank you very much.
Yo, bye.